preface this with saying, like, I know each individual donor, that those relationships are fostered very, we foster them based on who they are and what their needs are and how they want to work with us individually. But sort of as a whole, have you had to tweak any of your approach, whether it be at the events or communication, in terms of older donors versus younger donors? And not trying to really say about the age gap, but you have also old money and new money. You have a lot of some older donors who are used to giving to trusts, and they tend to give reoccurring donations, where the younger generation tends to do maybe one time, and they're more into advocacy and volunteerism and possibly higher tech. When we do events, we always have like programs and things. And when they're paper, a lot of times they're just, when we have a bit of a younger crowd, they're kind of left everywhere. Like nobody wants to take paper home, and people want more of like a digital book experience. Like, has that been with these higher end donors? Have you seen any sort of difference?
It's a great point you bring up. I mean, there is definitely a generational gap. No doubt the majority of your major gifts are going to come from those individuals who are 45 and older. And really more, to be honest, 55 and older. You're right now, that's where your major gifts are going to come from. They're not going to come from the 20 somethings and the 30 somethings and even the 40 somethings who were just now hitting their stride in their career. They're good for 5 or 10 or 15,000, sometimes even 20, but they're not usually going to be the, seven-figure gift donor. For instance, you'll see in the Major Gifts Ramp Up Cloud in our invitation packages, we include two things with the invitation: an RSVP card that can be mailed back. The people who are in my parents' generation and in the baby boomer generation, they will mail back the RSVP card because traditionally that's what they're used to. But we also include a QR code because even my 77-year-old mother knows how to use a QR code. Because of COVID, she couldn't order from a restaurant without having figuring out how to use a QR code on her phone. So we do both. We try to transcend both. And I will say to a lot of the organizations here, if 1998 is calling and wants their website back, please update your website. Make it easier for people to browse and use and make it look fresh. Yes, adopt a texting campaign, and yes, adopt all of the digital things. But in terms of major gifts fundraising, no matter the age of the person, it does not matter. It is all about getting an appointment, sitting down with them face to face over coffee or breakfast or at their office or their home, and asking them questions about themselves and their goals for giving. And that doesn't matter what age they are. That is going to transcend generations. But there is a reluctance on the part of younger development directors to want to go meet in person with donor prospects. We do have to wrestle with them and say, I know you're so used to having this in front of your face all day, but people give to people, and establishing that friendship and relationship is the only way you're ever going to secure those larger gifts. That's where our focus is. So it's not so much on whether you have a paper commitment card or a QR code, because the whole point of the event is not the event, it's to have an excuse to be in that one-on-one face-to-face relationship.